Form Next 2022 and really cool metal prints with my buddy Michael. Hey, Michael.
Hi, hey Joel, nice to meet you.
Good to meet you. Thanks for having us by. So Michael's with Velo 3D. As you can see, we're at the Velo 3D booth. So who and what is Velo 3D and why is it cool?
So Velo 3D is a technology company, and what we want to do is really provide an additive manufacturing solution that can help customers to print their most complex and most difficult parts.
Their most complex and awesome parts, huh?
Yeah. This part really here is obviously a demo part and
Sure.
not something that we would actually print for our industry customers. But this is a great example of showcasing what our technology can really do.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it is a really cool part. It is Captain America's shield, or
Yeah.
Captain AM. I love that. But it is a show part, and you said it does demonstrate some things. So can we pick it up, or can you show me why it's demonstrating?
Yeah, this is super heavy, so
You got
I'll
this.
try it. Yeah. So first of all, I mean, we have to acknowledge that this is a large part. So
It is a large part.
XY dimensions are almost the full size of our.
You're holding it in the print orientation.
Yes,
It
exactly.
printed like this.
Exactly. So we are building that flat, and that fills out the build chamber of our bigger machine, the Sapphire XC. But what is really significant about this is if we look at the back, so we have this dome closeout that normally on legacy LPBF system is very, very difficult or even impossible to do without support geometry.
Oh, so you didn't have to grind away supports
No,
on this.
no.
This is how it looked out of the machine.
Yes, exactly. So this surface here, this is what we can achieve without
May I?
support. Yeah, sure. Be
Okay, you
careful,
said it's
very
heavy.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's really cool. I mean, it has a familiar look. Like I do a lot of consumer-based FFF 3D
Yeah.
printing, and we do lots of overhang tests, and
Yeah.
it's really cool because it looks very similar to how an extreme overhang would look using like a melted polymer.
Yeah.
How tempted are you just to walk away with this? This is really cool.
Well, I'm going to get in trouble if I walk away with this. This is an expensive piece of.
But this is
equipment.
really cool. So your big machine, nearly the entire build volume, printed like this,
Yes.
no supports,
Yes.
none.
None. And I mean, one
That's
thing
cool.
is to get it to print, but the second thing is to also take care of mechanical properties, manage the porosity, get good tensile strength in down skin. And this is really one of our core competencies. This is a good example of where, basically the manufacturing capability that we see on that part applies to real life components. And this is a shrouded impeller.
I see.
Yeah. Also made from Inconel 718, and this is a turbo machinery component that we see in many different applications. Rocket engines in the energy sector, we have them in different sizes. And
I would
different-
imagine in a lot of
different
places.
geometries.
So something like this, because it's an additive part, it has to be isotropic.
Yes.
And if it's not, I mean, obviously bad things can happen. And so then, is this cross section to show it off, or is this a way of verifying the property set?
No, so this is actually cut open to showcase how we can, on an actual part, benefit of that 0 degree or almost down to 0 degree downskin without support.
Wait a minute. This also was printed like this.
Yes,
And there was no support.
yes, exactly.
That's a 90-degree angle there. Like that's,
Yeah. And people tend to forget why this is really needed, because this is a rotating component, 20,000, 30,000 RPM in the later use case. And it's really beneficial to print that with symmetrical to the rotational axis. Then it's easy to balance, you have a good stress distribution in the part, and this is the only way to make this rotate at high speeds without falling apart.
right, exactly. You have to print it this way in order for it to actually function as the part it's supposed to be.
Exactly.
God, that looks so cool.
Yeah. It's always interesting to see, like, this is basically how the part comes off the printer. But usually what we do is we have some offsets on the outer diameter. And to get this balanced, we put this on a lathe and then remove that, let's say, sacrificial shroud around the outer diameter and get it to be balanced and to
Oh, I see.
rotate well at high speeds.
So I mean, just like when you have to balance a car tire, there's weights added or taken away at certain
Exactly.
spots.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's cool.
And
I didn't know that applied to that sort of thing, but that's great.
coming back to that downskin thing.
There's that part. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is basically another impeller, but we just cut off the top shroud just to showcase what we can do. And
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I see. Okay.
Exactly.
Oh, and of course, printed with no support, right?
Yes,
Printed with.
that's the key point here.
That's amazing to think about because normally when we talk about printing without support, there's really cool things going on the consumer side,
Yeah.
slicer tricks, conical slicing, all sorts of cool stuff. But we're not talking about the consumer sector. Like
Yeah.
this is big parts made out of metal, and we're talking about no support needed in order to create this.
Yes, I mean for us it's all about creating additional value for our customers, and that value was previously locked with conventional manufacturing, with legacy LPBF systems. You were not able to do that, and now this is for me the coolest thing about Velo 3D. We are unlocking new manufacturing capability. We are creating that added value. We are fighting the manufacturing pain, and yeah, making great parts for great applications.
Well, just being able to tell a customer that we can make this part without support,
Yeah.
they're saving money.
Yeah.
It's easy to see how they can save money using this technology because they get a good part
Yeah.
without having to. If there's supports in metal, you have to grind them away, right?
Yeah.
Or cut them away.
And this is very important that you said that, because let's say on a part like this, yeah, this is actually the full impeller with some polishing done. You cannot get the supports out. So
You wouldn't be able to get in
yeah.
there at all.
there's no other choice than to print it without support.
This is a really nice part. Like
Yeah.
it has a really good weight to
Yeah,
it.
it's super cool.
Michael, this has been amazing, and I know there's a lot of Formnext left for us to see and be a part of, and so we got to wrap it up just a little bit here. But first, before we do that, people are going to be really interested in this, and so they're right there. Let them know how they can find out more information.
Yeah, the best resource is really to go to velo3d.com. There's a lot of information on there about our technology, about our materials. But you can also reach out to us through LinkedIn and get in touch with really anybody from our team, and we'll make sure to get you the information that you need.
Michael, thank you so very much.
Thank you for stopping by.
Thanks for letting me. Have a good rest of Formnext.
Yeah, you too.
Done!
Okay.